Fash Pack 5, let's talk brushes. Now first of all, you've got to carry them in something. I quite favour a product like this because it keeps all the brushes upright. Then of course there's the pencil case, which I really like as well. Keeps everything tight. It's up to you what you put your brushes in. You might even just have a few of these. You're going to maybe more than one show, so you're going to need options. I like to have some sculpting brushes, which I've just thrown all over the table. Some big powder brushes. I don't really carry an awful lot of these. You're doing show makeup, fashion makeup. This is not glams, so you don't need too many of those kind of brushes. A great selection of dual fiber from the very small to airbrush blending. Good selection of those, and a fan brush is always great for getting that airbrushed highlighter. A selection of liner brushes. I usually carry sometimes 10, but you can get away with 5. A long hair liner brush, a little tiny tight one, and then I have generic 3 of a medium size. Medium blending brushes. These are sort of like the brushes that you would use for powder. I hope you can see all this. Flat lay down when you want to pack that colour on. Angle brushes. I've got angle brushes for creative makeup, tight angle brushes for eyeliner. You need to have a variety of sizes. I have straight flat brushes, ones that are loosely packed, and then something that's really tight. Brows, you're going to need 3, if not more, spoolie brushes, because chances are you're going to lose one. I quite like to have the toothbrush type of brush as well. And then a tiny fan brush is great for getting that mascara to the root. Lip brushes, you're going to need a clean lip brush for every model that you touch. These are the lip brushes that I would use at my station. When it comes to lineup, that's a whole nother story, and I'm going to cover that in another reel a little bit later. Sponges, puffs. What I need to stress here is hygiene is paramount. A clean puff for every model. And it's the same with sponges. You can't be taking a beauty blender and using it on one model, another model. No. Let's look at hygiene. How are you going to clean your brushes? I like this vegan brush shampoo. When you get that oil ingrained brush that you just can't get it out, then it's washing up liquid. If you haven't got time to wash and dry your brushes, you can use a brush cleaner. This is sort of like a last resort, because continued use of an alcohol-based brush cleaner, it will dry out your brushes. Another little thing for my brushes, at the end of the day, I use these things here because they really keep the hair in the right direction. So that's your brushes. I hope that's been helpful.